Hi, Martin here. Today I want to show you guys how to build your own smoke machine. I recently had a code on my Jeep Grand Cherokee, a P0455 and a 422, indicating a small and large vacuum leak. Well, I did the visual inspection and could not find it, so the best way to find any type of vacuum leak, exhaust leak, engine leaks is apply smoke to it, and it's going to show you where the leak's at. So after doing a little research on YouTube, I found this one here that one of the creators out there built, and I really like the way, the ease of the build and the way it looks and everything, and it does work really well. And I call it my Get Smoking Machine, and I'll show you how to build this and all the products and tools that you'll need to get that done. All right, let's get started. All right, we're going to start by gluing these two halves together. We got the PVC closet flange here. This is a 3 or 4 inch. And then we got the clean out adapter, 4-inch clean out adapter. Here I'm applying the PVC glue. This particular one just happens to be green in color. Doesn't matter which color you use. Alright, next we got to make a few holes. I'm going to go in about, just take this tape here. I'm going to shoot for like 1.5 inches. And exactly 180 degrees from that one, we'll put another one. From there, and you can use these ribs right here as your indicator for 180 degrees, so that way you know you're straight across. I'm using a 1/4 inch diameter drill bit for the 1/4 inch hardware that I'll be using. Next, we need a torch wick. This one I've kind of played around with. You can see a few burn marks on it. And we got to get it to the right diameter for the bottom of this hole to go across from one side to the other. Next, we need to get the wick to the correct width. I'm just going to cut off the excess here. There we go. Making sure that the wick is long enough to reach the bottom so it can soak up the oil. You may want to make a mark here and here. This way you'll know where the wire needs to start and stop on each end. Alright, the next thing we got to do is determine how long our resistance wire is. I'm shooting for like somewhere between 2 and 2.5 ohms. And this is going to produce, the amount of heat that we need to make that smoke. Now, I've put a link down below, like I've said before, where you can get this material. What I have here is my welding wire. This is stainless steel, and it's 30 thousandths of an inch, which is right around 24 gauge. All right, so this is just what I'm going to use because I got it laying around. I got my multimeter here. I got it set up on ohms. And I got one probe here in the vise with the wire tied around the probe, and I'm just going to determine, here we go, figure out how long we're going to make this wire. And as you go out further, the ohms are going to go up. Okay, right there's 2 ohms. I'm at probably about 24 inches of wire. All right. I'm going to call that good right there, 2.2. That's approximately 30 inches of wire. Now wrap the wire around. Now when you're wrapping this around, it's not important to have like equal distance from one wrap to the next, but try not to touch one wrap to the other wrap. Now, as you can see, I'm having a little trouble using up all my wire because I'm not using the resistance wire. If you use actual resistance wire, the length is going to probably be a lot shorter. Probably somewhere, I'm going to guess, between 18 and 24 inches instead of my 30 inches that I got there. Take our 1/4 inch 20 hardware here. I'm going to get a couple wraps on there. All right, just like that. Now we can place this down in here. Pushing the 1/4 inch bolt through the hole that we made. Alright, the next step, I got this car charging adapter that you can hook up to your battery. Comes with a fuse holder right here, and then the cigarette lighter type port or charging port that we're going to just cut this off and put 2 ring terminals on. I like this one. It's 14 gauge, nice heavy duty, and it's 5 feet long. I like that too. I'll put a link down below in the description. Alright, we'll start by cutting this off. I'm just going to leave this little bit of length on there. I just may use this for something else. Now this is totally optional here, but I'm going to go ahead and solder this. Now I got a small grommet here. I'm just going to cut this in 2. And this is, we're going to use this to seal up the each side there. Placing the wire on here. It doesn't matter which side you put it on, of course. Alright, next we need to drill a couple holes in it. one to let air in, and the other one, of course, to push the air out. I'm just going to use these, air compressor fittings right here. These are very inexpensive, and they work quite well. Instead of using, let's say, one of these where you're going to hook your air compressor up and a barb fitting on the other side, it's just as well just get two of these, all right? And then we'll use a stepper bit to drill the hole with, or also known as a uni bit. All right, making a couple marks again. Right around 1.5 inches, 180 degrees from each other. Since that plastic is so thick right there, you can see how the hole really varies in size from the outside to the inside. There we go. All right, you want to drill the hole just slightly smaller than the actual fitting, and then the threads on the fitting themselves will cut the threads into the plastic. You can see the fitting right there. All right, get the other one drilled. We're almost there. All right, once we got the fittings on here, now what we got to do is attach. I got some 3/8 vinyl hose. Slide that on there. Attach our air hose. Add some oil. Now all you got to use is just baby oil. This is just happen to have a lavender scent. The garage here smells great right now. Make sure that wick is nice and moistened. And we'll put a little bit there on the bottom. Now we'll test it out real quick without the top on it. 12-volt battery right here. And we've got smoke. Now one of the last things we want to do is add this plug to the top of it. Just in case pressure were to build up in this system, we want it to be able to blow a plug out just as a safety precaution. This is a 3/4 by 9/16 by 1 inch plug. Okay. Okay, what I've done here is I've disconnected my vacuum line. This is leading back to the EVAP system here, because that's the codes that I got indicate. Now, just hook up that vacuum line to our get smoking machine. Got the air compressor turned down way low. And then hook our battery up. You see we got smoke. Now you can see right there how the smoke is coming out of the back here. Oh, I definitely got a problem right up here. Well, I'll have to get that bumper skin off of here, because right back here is the whole EVAP system, and find out what's going on. All right, there you have it. Not too hard of a build, very handy tool to have around, and as you could see, I easily found where the leak was coming from. Next video is fixing that leak. All right, I want to thank you all for watching, and if you never subscribed to me before, please hit that subscribe button right down there and a little bell symbol right next to it, and that way you get notifications of my future uploads. And I'm an Amazon affiliate, and you'll find links down below where all of the tools and products that I use to build this, and you can do all your Amazon shopping through one of those links, and that way you financially help out the channel. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. It helps out support the channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.